All right, guys, here we go. Game 1 between Prime and Acer, and up at the top right part of the map, we have our representative from the team Prime. It is the King of Marines, or, as he likes to call himself, Marine King from Prime. Almost a GSL champion many times. A GSTL champion already.
That's right.
Down at the bottom left, we have our orange, or I guess yellow. Yeah, I think it's orange. Yeah. I think it's orange. Yeah, orange Zerg player from the team Acer. It is ParanOid, and I'd be paranoid too if I had to play against MarineKing ZVT. It's the matchup he's made his name on, right?
That's right.
You know, I mean, MarineKing's fame really picked up at the very beginning when he was doing all that fancy marine splitting against Kyrix Zenith, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, ever since then, he's played a very fun brand, a very dynamic brand of TBC. Recently, we've seen builds that have been like, here's like 4 barracks and 3 factories, a bunch of Thors and Marines. Can we do this? Let's do this. Really had a lot of flexibility. His matchups can flip between bio and mech seemingly on a dime. So it's kind of cool to see the way his TBC game has developed over the years. Nothing too out of the ordinary for our players right now. MarineKing putting down his barracks right away and sending out his scouting SCV for the time being. ParanOid looks like he's going to go for that 15 hatch.
Yep, no reason not to. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're playing against MarineKing or, you know, some gold guy on the ladder, right? You're going to go hatch first if you're a Zerg player versus a Terran player.
Oh, yeah.
It's just the standard right now. But I'm really curious to see what MarineKing is going to do. We actually just spent the last hour on my show, Build Order Breakdown, taking a look at how Maro approached TVZ, and he did it in a very interesting way. He did it in a way that kind of almost entices Zerg to take a fast third and then punishes that. MarineKing, though, trying to lay on the punishment right away, going for 2 barracks, and he's going to put some bunker pressure on ParanOid, it looks like.
Interesting placement of this as well, because it's not going to get scouted by the drone that was looking for just that 2-racks build.
Yeah.
So it's out of vision now. He sees the scouting SCV, hopefully. Oh, and ParanOid turns around. He doesn't follow the SCV, so MarineKing going to get through a little bit unscathed for now, and this this drone isn't going to see anything too out of the ordinary.
Not
it
really.
sees the Marine going ahead and warning him away. MarineKing
Yeah.
could very easily be putting a command center up here if it was a 1-racks gasless FE. So
yeah, Acer.ParanOid doesn't really suspect anything, but because of his name, maybe he does suspect something, actually. I think he always suspects something.
That's right.
And wow, the Overlord in position to see some things coming in, but he does not see the bunker. Now he does, trying to get that SCV that's building it. And it looks like he will potentially, there we go, pulling a lot of drones now to try to defend it. This should be enough. He's going to lose a lot of mining time, but he should be able to take out the bunker.
He's losing a ton of mining time. He's actually pulled everything off of the line. That's pretty insane. If we see back at home, he only has 3-4 drones mining right now.
That's a bit of an overreaction by ParanOid, but he just wants to stay absolutely safe. I mean, he's... Did I really just say that's a bit of an overreaction by ParanOid?
Whoa! And MarineKing pulls a lot of SCVs off the line. He's moving a lot. He's got enough money back at home to support this, and he is continuing to build SCVs throughout the whole process. But MarineKing really wants to stop this in his tracks. He wants to take game number 1 incredibly quickly.
No kidding. Oh my gosh, so ParanOid gets us surrounded with all the drones. Will it be enough? There's actually not that many Marines in there, but more Marines coming in from the outside.
That's right.
Yeah, ParanOid, he just doesn't have enough. Oh, that's a lot of dead drones.
He's at 2 supply. That's it.
That hurts. I think we can call MarineKing the victory of this one.
Yep, I think MarineKing is just taking game number 1.
I think so too.
Okay. Well, that's an interesting start to this best of 9.
Well, you know, this is what I would call a skill check, right? A lot of Korean players do this against foreign players if they haven't played them before. They'll do some sort of all-in-ish build, usually not this all-in, but they'll do some sort of aggressive all-in just to kind of test their opponent and see if they can deal with it, right? And unfortunately for ParanOid, he just was not able to deal with it. Yeah, MarineKing just waltzing right in. He's just going to kill the spawning pool, and that's going to be about it. ParanOid obviously not feeling too happy at this point in the game.
No.
Looks like he's just kind of gathering his thoughts a little bit. Obviously, most players would have left the game by this point. There's no way he can come back and win.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah, so really tough break for ParanOid and Team Acer. That's a rough place to be in morale-wise at the start of this game.
All right, well, spawning pool is going to fall now, and MarineKing already getting himself out of there, so he makes sure he doesn't take any damage, even from the Broodlings as well. There's the GG, and MarineKing has just taken game number 1 for Prime in very convincing fashion. Wow. Well, how about that?
Yeah.
How about them apples?